Decades after Full House became a staple of American family television, some of the show's beloved cast members are rethinking how they've talked about the series over the years, particularly when it comes to comments that may have seemed overly critical. In a recent heartfelt moment, several stars from the show admitted to series creator Jeff Franklin that they now feel a little bad about things they've said regarding the show's tone, style, and place in pop culture. During a new episode of the Full House Rewind podcast hosted by Franklin himself, actors Candace Cameron Bure, DJ Tanner, Jodie Sweetin, Stephanie Tanner, Andrea Barber, Kimmy Gibbler, and Dave Coulier, Uncle Joey, joined the creator for a nostalgic conversation about the iconic sitcom that aired from 1987 to 1995. A moment of reflection while the group laughed and reminisced about fond memories from the set. The mood turned thoughtful when Bure, Sweetin, and Barber expressed remorse for occasionally being a little too critical in the past when discussing Full House publicly. "You know, I think there was a time where we maybe felt a need to distance ourselves a little from the cheesiness," Sweetin admitted. "It was the 90s. It was a different time. But as I've gotten older, I realize how much heart the show had. How much it actually meant to people." Barber chimed in, agreeing. "We used to sort of joke about the show's over-the-top lessons, or the hug-and-learn moments. But honestly, those scenes are what made Full House special. It's easy to forget that when you're young and trying to prove yourself beyond a role. We feel a little bad." Franklin, who listened graciously, responded with understanding, noting that it's common for actors to have complicated relationships with long-running shows that define their early careers. However, the stars were quick to own their past remarks. "We feel a little bad," Bure said. "We said some things that maybe felt like digs, not intentionally, but looking back, this show gave us everything. It's where we grew up. It's what shaped us. And honestly, you did something really special." Jeff Coulier added his thoughts as well. "I think sometimes people underestimate how hard it is to make a show like this, to balance comedy with heart, to give audiences something that feels like family. That's what Full House did." A sitcom of its time, the group acknowledged that Full House was very much a product of its time. A wholesome, family-friendly sitcom in an era dominated by edgier teen dramas and evolving sitcom formats. But as television becomes increasingly fragmented, with darker themes and more complex storylines dominating the landscape, many have come to appreciate the simplicity and sincerity Full House offered. In today's world, a show like Full House is actually kind of revolutionary, Bure said. "It was about love, forgiveness, growing up, and family. There's a purity to that." Sweetin agreed, adding, "We didn't realize at the time how rare that was." A newfound appreciation as the cast continues to reconnect through podcasts and personal appearances. There's a growing sense of pride in the legacy of Full House, not just for launching their careers, but for the comfort and joy it brought to millions of families. "People still come up to me and say, 'Full House got them through hard times,'" said Barber. "Whether it was a divorce, the loss of a parent, or just feeling alone, this show became part of their healing." Jeff Franklin, visibly moved during the podcast episode, thanked the cast for their honesty and kind words. "It means a lot to hear that," he said. "We weren't trying to be cool. We were just trying to tell stories that felt real and hopeful." A legacy that lives on despite the criticism the show sometimes received from critics or even the actors themselves. Full House has only grown in its cultural relevance. The launch of Netflix's Fuller House in 2016 brought many of the original characters back and introduced them to a new generation. While the reboot has since wrapped, the original series continues to stream worldwide, attracting fans both old and new. With so many TV shows now short-lived or dark in tone, Full House stands as a rare beacon of lighthearted, family-first storytelling. And for the cast, that legacy now feels more meaningful than ever. "We're not embarrassed anymore," Bure laughed. "We're proud even of the corny stuff."